Hey everyone, today we're on this abandoned street checking out an abandoned dam. Right now we're standing on top of a big lump of dirt that was placed here to stop cars from driving down this road. You can still see the yellow line in the middle of the road. Let's go for a walk to the abandoned dam. More yellow line, so very faint. See the trail here going right out to the abandoned dam building. The dam itself is destroyed. Can't go there anymore. This fence is like brand new, put up in the past year or so. No longer can go out there. But they can't keep us off the riverbed. We'll walk down below it. And here we are at the Connecticut River. Looks like we can get some good photographs of the dam. There's part of it. And there's the building that we were unable to get on top of where that fence was. But it looks like we can walk right up to it down below. There's old remnants all over the ground here. Let's take a look. That piece of metal there. All these grates. There's still some water going inside of the old spillway. Incredible. You see most of the dam is gone. Just a little structure over there. Looks like we can easily walk over there. Got something here. Look at all this old stuff. You can see the water used to be up to the top of that wall back when it was a reservoir. Take a look at these bottles. They're so old. Gonna carry her over all this metal stuff. It's actually perfect now. There's nowhere for her to run. Okay, look at the wood right here on the bottom that the water's just going over. And look how crumbled. You see how they're all smushed? The river got power. The river bends those by jamming and smashing big rocks against them. I understand they didn't want people up there because they'd fall off the edge, but that concrete is still really strong. Let's go take a look. What do we got inside? Woo! There's pigeons in there. Got in the side. Check it out. Incredible. Whoa, look at all the pigeons. You know, I can understand why they don't want you in here now. Look at all that right there. Especially with snow, this thing could collapse. Basically, the concrete is just holding it up. Look how incredible that is. Look at that. It eroded right through the concrete underneath there. That's awesome. These pipes are rusted right through. Look over here. The main workings, look at that. That's a massive electric turbine. So cool. And right there is the way out. Look at this, there's a little tiny dam inside of the thing. I don't know why they would leave this here, but it sure is cool. Get a quick look around the other side of the turbine. Lots of raccoon tracks. Look at all the sticks just jammed, clogged into this thing. Because you gotta understand, where I'm standing, this entire place goes underwater when this river floods. You see? Raccoon tracks. The raccoons might even be living inside that turbine, I don't know. But it's daytime, they should be sleeping. Okay, it only took me 2 minutes. You see these water lines here? Sometimes the water's here, sometimes it's here, but it hasn't rained in such a long time. Look at that, there's a ladder right there. You could literally walk up that, but it looks like they boarded it off to keep you out of there. Oh, I thought she was crying because she missed me. She's crying because she went around the tree, she's trying to walk out. She doesn't understand, she gotta go walk back around. Well, this is a nice place. Got a massive spider right there. And you might think it looks like it's gonna rain, right? That's actually smoke coming all the way over the entire country, thousands of miles. That's from the Oregon wildfires. All this overcast throughout the New England area. It's much worse if you drive up towards the Canadian border where I was earlier. This dam, this shows you it's kind of old. They were using wood as locks instead of, these days they'd be using metal on this. Pretty cool place. Glad I stopped. Almost didn't stop. I'm standing in New Hampshire. The other side of the river is Vermont. Hey everyone. Today we're here at the small beaver pond, and the water is about 3 feet lower than it should be because it hasn't been raining. This small pond right here is fed by a stream that's completely dried up. We're gonna go look at the Beaver Lodge. The water's dropped low enough that the entrances are showing. And look right here. See these big tracks? It kind of looks like maybe a bear was sitting here or walking through the swamp. Big bear tracks. The mud is not as soft as I thought it would be, but that'll probably change. I'm gonna try to get over there and show the entrance of this place. So you can see I'm sinking maybe a few inches, but it is certainly getting worse as I go on. A little bit nervous about jumping over this pool. Got a lot of gas being released right now. And that gas is just about what's holding up the mud. Certain areas of the mud might actually be floating. Looks like we'll be able to make it over. Got some of the beaver tracks here. That's where the stream is fed, right over there. How am I gonna get around this? I think maybe I can get in, but I have to plow through the bush. That was pretty simple. There's actual trails here created by the moose. All right, that gets us right over to the Beaver Lodge entrance, which is right here. Looks like There's a trail going up on top of it, most likely them. I don't see why anybody would be in this area fishing. Highly doubt they're home. This is the entrance to the Beaver Lodge. Let's try to stick the camera in a little ways. Can't really see much. Basically, it just goes in, and there's one central room. The water should be up covering this, especially in the winter, so they can enter it under the ice. In the winter, there's no need for them to really come out. Although, I've seen them walking around on trail cameras in the winter. You see, I'm right here over the lodge. Usually, behind it should all be water. All a big marsh. Looks like there's a second entrance right here. I would say the beavers have abandoned this place. If they were still using it right now actively, there would be tracks absolutely everywhere. Looks like they abandoned it, at least until the water goes back up. Some of those logs, I can tell, were cut in the past year, so this was a recent occurrence. I'm gonna follow this moose trail. Maybe I can avoid the mud altogether, although it seems to go pretty deep into the woods. Oh wow, look at that big spider. Not gonna knock down that web. Let's try to find another way. Check this out, I just got a light up collar, so when she's running around at night, I can find her. A few different flashing motions. Not really showing up on camera, but the whole thing all around is lit up. Very bright. Hey, come over here in the dark. Yeah, look at that. All lit up. And with the reflective collar, or the reflective harness, you can see her from far away. There. The reflective all over. Take a look at all these flies. So many of them have come in the house. That's what happens up north. Sometimes you can get tons of them, especially right before winter. Oh, disturbed them all. Right before winter, they all come in the house during the cold nights, but they don't live long. There's nothing to eat in here. Yeah, lots of buzzing. Look at them all. They'll all be dead on the floor pretty soon. They're just seeping in slowly through the air conditioner. No harm done. Collect them all with a net. Throw them in the frog tank. No, that's not an asbestos ceiling. It's a popcorn ceiling though. But from the 90s. No longer using asbestos then. Look at them all. There's so many of them. Last night there was only a couple. We had our first 30-degree night, and they all come in. This road I'm on right now, they actually are sending around tanker trucks with sprinklers to keep the dust down. This road would be very dusty. It hasn't rained in a while.